My name is Jacob Soll. I'm professor of history at Rutgers University. I study economic history and political history during the Renaissance and the Enlightenment, and one of the things I discovered is that they thought a lot about accounting. They talked a lot about accounting. We're not talking about accounting, and I was stunned by that. So I went back and started writing a history of not only how accounting works in government, but why we're not talking about it. Sometimes we forget this, but our Constitution, our political system, our economic system, all of them were invented in Europe. If you want to understand our state, how it works and how it doesn't work, if you want to understand political liberty, you have to go back. And you have to go usually back to Italy and Florence. When I was training as a historian at Cambridge University, they would just read philosophy books, ideas about the state. But I think if you live your life and you walk around, you find out that it's three-dimensional. That's not the way it works. So what I started doing was looking at how state builders like Cosimo de' Medici, Louis XIV, even Thomas Jefferson, how they went about building states. And some of the first things they did were they got good accountants. They learned how to do accounting, but they also built libraries. They saw that as key. But if we want to understand how to build a state, make it work, and have political liberty, I felt that we should go back and look at all the building blocks that these giant figures used. One of the things that we learn from studying these histories is that we've forgotten some of the most essential things. In Renaissance Florence, if you owned property, you knew how to do accounting. In fact, if you learned how to read, you learned how to do an abacus machine, accounting machine, and many went on to learn double entry bookkeeping. It was just seen as absolutely essential knowledge. Today in America, we're supposed to be a society of homeowners. We know that's not working. Well, one of the reasons is that to be a society of property owners, and Cosimo de' Medici and the Florentines will tell you this, for hundreds of years, you had to know how to do double entry bookkeeping. What I hope to do next in my work is pursue these two books, one on the history of accounting and politics, and one on the history of libraries, politics, and science. They're completely interrelated books. It's impossible to write them as one, but they're very connected books. I have always done more with less. I mortgaged my house for my research. You can't do complex research in 6 countries with a normal academic situation. This allows me to fully pursue these projects. It allows me, I hope, to do a lot more with more.